Hello there, I'm Daz, and I'm keeping up with my tradition of making walkthrough videos 13 years too late, but I enjoy making them, so hopefully somebody's going to find them useful. So today I am at Ragnvald, which is right there on the world map, not too far from Bethardams, the nearest city being Markarth. So the boss at this place is called OTAR the Mad. He's something of a shock god. I'm after his mask, which gives a good amount of resistance to shock, fire and frost damage. Now OTAR actually carries a Staff of the Storm Wall, and he has high level shock spells as well, so if you do not have any shock resistance in the form of gear, I suggest you make yourself some potions of shock resistance. If you're not aware of how to make those, you can use any two of these three common ingredients. There are other ingredients that you can use for making shock resistance potions, but these three ingredients are the most common. So I'll get on with the walkthrough now. I'm not going to be opening every burial urn for every coin available, but I will do my best to point out any notable loot, skill books, that kind of thing. And I'll try and remember all of the chests. You're not going to see any combat finesse. I intend to just dispatch the enemies as quickly as possible. This is not a playthrough after all, it's just a walkthrough. Right. And that's why I'm not going to be hanging around. I don't have the ethereal shout yet on this character. Damn. Right, he had a rather nice bow. That's the problem with using mods. You wind up with Death Lords having very powerful weapons. Right. There he is. I got him just before he shouted at me. Right, before I deal with the main thing, I'm just going to head here. Any significant loot? Yep, there's another chest right there. I won't bother opening that. And now we'll start the little side mission that is associated with this place. And there we are. We need to find the two keys. Skull keys, sorry. And I'm gonna head this way first into the crypt area. It is a while since I wandered through here, but hopefully I'm not gonna make any major errors. Yeah, you can take either of these routes, as you can see from the map. This one has no enemies, but it has these floor plates. I have the light foot perk, so I'm not exactly sure what these do, to be honest. There we are. We just get the darts. I'm actually going to use a lesser ward here because I don't want to get knocked around by Death Lords again. I've got you. Okay, so there's some loot here. This chest has a trap attached to it. Be mindful of that, and we also have a restoration skill book right there. What on earth? Sorry about that, I'm heading in the wrong direction. Right, I'll jump back down to here so you can see where I should have gone. Yeah, I'm very sorry about that. Okay, so here we are on the right track. Damn, I'm going wrong again. Okay. I hope I've not caused too much confusion there. Right, so we're on the lower level this time. There's another chest there. I'll grab this soul gem and that elixir And we're now in the Canal area. Okay, so we have a chest there. I don't think there's ever anything worthwhile in there, and there isn't on this occasion either. So we now come sorry about that, there's a Draugr on the upper level. So there's a drawbridge there. You don't actually need to lower the drawbridge, you can actually just sneak past right there, but I will lower it in any case because there is some nice loot over here. This lever lowers the drawbridge, and this door has a expert level trap trigger, but I'll trigger that just so you can see. It's just a gout of flame that you can easily avoid, or you can pick the expert level lock to gain some lockpicking XP. That's up to you obviously. And we have a treasure chest right there. Nothing else notable in here, no. So right now the map looks like this. Okay. So another chest. I think there's low level loot in the form of urns dotted around. We can ignore those. And we have more floor traps. I'll trigger those just so you can see what to expect. It is pendulum blades. There we are. I've just made some work for myself now. Nice try, fella. Hardly worth picking the lock. Arcane Enchanter. Nothing exciting back there. And now we get to deal with OTAR the Mad. So as I mentioned earlier, he will use high level shock magic. A very nice shock staff, and he is also adept at conjuring Storm Atronax as well. The character I'm running is an absolute tank when it comes to magic protection. I'll just show you. So he's not going to have any effect on me. I have a Breton character. I have the Agent of Mara right there, which gives 15. Breton blood 25%. I have the Greater Magic Resistance on the Alteration tree, and I have the Lordstone. So I'm practically immune, to be honest. So I think I can sit by, excuse me, and let Minerva do the business. This is quite the combat. I think Minerva is winning. Right, I'll go and get the Word of Power while they are fighting. This is Kynes Peace. And we have some treasure here. Madness, oh lovely. I take it you won that fight then, Minerva? Right, so the problem now is... Where is he? Here we are. Staff of the Storm Wall, lovely. And OTAR. I'm just going to put that on, actually. So you can see what we have. OTAR. So it's not specific in the description. It just says resistance against fire, frost and shock. But when we go to active effects, you'll see the OTAR mask there registers 30% resistance to each of the 3 elements. So I hope this has been useful. I am sorry for getting lost a little bit in the Crypts area. Also, you may wish to grab these skull keys before you leave, because there are storage slots for them in some of the anniversary edition homes. So thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.